Alright. Just gonna share this to a few places and then get rolling here. Hey, what's going on, Blaine? Thanks for joining in. I got a whole bunch of mods set up here on my PlayStation 4 Pro. This is what I could get activated simultaneously was the Risky's HADES TTC competition crawler. I got the RTI's TUZ 166 custom crawler. Also have the Invalid Redneck FD 69 TTC. That's forever been one of my favorites and is kind of going to be my benchmark for quote-unquote testing here. But I've been doing a bunch of streams in Maine and the new region and whatnot, and figured I'd switch it up and get back to just having some fun with going here on TnB Trails. One of the best maps for just driving around and having fun with some scouts, especially with scouts like these competition crawlers here. Yeah, I'm just being annoying, sharing this to a few of the Facebook groups real quick, and gonna get rolling here. I pre-set up a whole bunch of different already built versions of these mods, so I'll be able to just crawl around and try a few different trails. I already brought a few of them out to different sections of the map to try and cut down on some drive time, but I do have some big heavy movers set up to be able to move around the map if need be. There we go. Let's stop being annoying here and get this rolling. There we go. That's enough being annoying. So yeah, like I said, I got this one here is a new console mod we got. It's the HADES Top Truck Competition mod. And then RTI's TUZ 166 TTC truck. That's also a new console mod. Over here we have the OG of OG crawlers, one of the best console mods in existence in my opinion. TnB Invalid Rednecks FD69 TTC. And then the white one here is the second body option for this same one over here, the yellow one, the 2022 Truggy. It has this body style, then it also has the white body style over here. And this no frame one here is also the HADES TTC competition truck, just with no body on it. That one is the same as this one here, and there are essentially 4 body options where you can have the body option I have on here currently, or you could have no body, and then there's 2 other body frame styles that you can put on this. But enough of me going around in photo mode. Let's take this beast out and have some fun. Just crawl around here on TnB trails. If you're not familiar with this mod map, it is by far one of the best ones out there to just drive around and have fun at some scouts. And now where it is a full-on custom crawler, it is not the fastest vehicle in the world, but it is amazing at what it's made for, and that is crawling. The 4-wheel steering is a little bit weird to get used to, but it's very fun at the same time. Oh, nice, you have Xbox? Yeah, well, it will be cross-play shortly, Blaine. Just Xbox hasn't been added into the cross-play mix. In the last update the developers put out with Season 6, when it was released, they put cross-play in there for PC and PlayStation, and they are going to be adding Xbox into cross-play, most likely in the next patch update that gets released. Just unfortunately no timeline can be given for that. But it will be released sometime in the near future here. I would hope by the end of January, if not the very beginning of February. But man, Risky really outdid himself with this one. I just love the look of this thing. Yeah, this trail up here on the right here is probably one of my favorite ones to test vehicles out on, so we'll just go to that one first, and then we'll go from there. No real plan or anything for this stream other than just testing out some mods and having some fun and cruising around here on TnB trails. I love the idea of the 4-wheel steering, but a lot of times it ends up biting me in the ass and I mess myself up because I'm really mainly used to having vehicles with just the front wheel steering. But the 4-wheel steering does have its moments where it is very useful. It can get you out of some weird situations. Oh shit, I messed that up. Oof. I knew I was going too fast for that. But we landed on our wheels and we'll just keep on rolling, I guess. Let's try that again. Shit. Right on, man. Hey there, Michael. Nelfken? Yeah, I like it, but even tried the rock climbing tires and somewhat hard to climb sometimes. But still an amazing mod. Yeah. I've only tried this out for like a half hour when I was setting up the stream, and it's the real problem just with SnowRunner in general is that the grip on rocks is ridiculous. Like, having almost no grip whatsoever on rock surfaces makes it so much more difficult to enjoy yourself and drive vehicles around the way that they should be able to be driven. Like, it almost seems like driving on ice sometimes when you're on top of rocks. It makes it so hard to be able to know how you're going to be able to navigate a certain situation. And things you normally should be able to just crawl right over, you can't, because it ends up acting like friggin' a slippery surface when you should just be able to climb right up it. This thing is very big for a crawler. I think it's just really, really wide and large compared to some of the other crawlers that I have. But it's really fun. It's such a highly detailed mod, and doesn't really use too much RAM memory, which is great on my console here, where I do fall into the heavily limited category of console mod activation, so I can only have so many mods on at a single time. But I was impressed. I was able to get the 4 mods that I have on during this stream, and should be a nice little bit of variety to drive a few different vehicles and compare them against each other, and just have some fun crawling around here on TnB trails. No shit, that's not gonna turn out well. Even backing up, I think I'm fucked. Oh no. Nice. Okay, sick. Alright, crisis averted. Just trying to stay away from the edges on here. I don't want to fall off the side of the trail like I already tried on, or already did on my first attempt. This thing seems to like to slide around a little bit. But also, like I said, the rear wheel steering gets me all messed up because it makes the vehicle move different than I expect it to. Well, that's part of the fun of testing, you know? Learn how the vehicle actually operates, how to drive it. I see the thing keeps just sliding around on me. It's also the surface that I'm on. Like I said, the rocks, you just slide around almost like it's ice sometimes. It's so silly. I probably could put it in low gear and maybe have a little bit less sliding around, but whatever. Hey, what's going on, Exposed team? Ian, my man, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining the stream, my buddy. Hope you're having a good day over there in England across the pond. Let me, it's about beer o'clock, isn't it, Ian? Let me get up to a spot where I can pause and I'll go grab a beverage. I could definitely go for a beer right now. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Just gonna grab a beer from the fridge. What do we got here? Stowaway. Baxter Stowaway. I guess that's the beer of the day. That's what I got in my fridge right now. There we go. Just got back into my chair. And we're good. Let me catch up on the chat here. Expos team. Yeah, the TUZ16 TTC is so much better now. When that mod was first released, the creator had it set up with the center of gravity way too high, and it was flipping all the time. Hey, what's up? WHD Trucking, how you doing, Kevin? This one's for you, Ian. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. Let's see if I can get myself out of this predicament. Yeah, this thing just fucking... it skates around more than I would like. It doesn't have the kind of grip I would expect a vehicle like this to have. Sorry, I had a glare on my TV from my window. It was messing me up. I just had to go fix that. But yeah, this Risky's Hades is fun. It's just a little weird. Apparently a lot of the mod creators are putting together a big competition style event where a lot of them built their own Top Truck Challenge style mods like this, and they're all I think it's TnB Big Dubs is releasing a map that has a bunch of Top Truck Challenge you know, challenges on it, so that people can then take their trucks against each other and test them out. Just have a good friendly competition between modders, which is really cool to see. Fun community aspect that they're bringing into it. Yeah, I missed the auto throttle. The cruise control option from MudRunner was awesome. I really wish there was a way they could bring that back into SnowRunner. I know I've seen a lot of people in the Facebook groups posting like rubber bands and stuff around their controllers and whatnot, but it's just not the same as having like an actual, real, true cruise control feature like we had in MudRunner. But I will say, as weird as this thing is to drive sometimes, my God, is it such a good-looking mod. I can stare at this thing all day. It's always beer o'clock. Yeah, Ian, my buddy, what's up? Thank you all for stopping by the stream. Hope you guys are having a great day and good start to your weekend. Hope you get to play and enjoy some SnowRunner yourselves. Man, I'm struggling. I haven't driven like this in a while. I've been doing contracts and stuff, so I haven't been driving like any scout vehicles. I've only been driving like big heavy movers recently, so I have to get used to driving a vehicle like this again on tight technical trails like this. But yeah, if you guys haven't played TnB Trails before, do yourself a favor and download this map immediately. Grab as many scout mods or just scout vehicles from the base game as you possibly can. and then just bring them out here and test them out. I mean, if you see like that, like there's no reason I should be sliding to the right like that. It's so silly. It's just the grip on rocks in this game is shameful. I completely skipped that corner there. But oh well. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't think I'm going the way I wanted to go, but it's whatever. We're just going free-form, free-flowing right now on this. No real plan, just having fun. Got the big sand dune desert over there. Yeah, this is not the way I wanted to go, but oh well. Oh, man. The angles sometimes can be so brutal on this map. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Just really makes you pay attention. So you make one mistake and all of a sudden, boom, you're off the trail or you're rolled over. Oh man, I wish I could have a steering wheel too. A steering wheel would make this game so much more fun. Continue going uphill. I got a few vehicles already set up over at the sand dunes, but I want to climb up to the top of the sand dune here. Then do the neutral drop roll-in, because that's just one of my favorite things to do on this map. Come on, find the grip. That's the top of one of the sand dune parts right there, but we're going to go all the way to the top of it. I always got to celebrate getting to the top of it by doing the neutral drop roll-in, and if you guys don't know what that is, definitely stay tuned for the next couple minutes, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Come on, get to the top. Feels like it's just spinning the wheels. It's having trouble getting grip on anything right now. Oh, nice. Okay, here we are. This is originally where I wanted to come out. So back here, where I went off the trail right here, I should have taken a left, and I wanted to follow the ridge line up this way, but I ended up going down here and whatever. Still gets you to the same place. Yeah, you just drop in on the right here, and then we're at the very top of the sand dune roll-in. And at the top of the roll-in, there's a refuel and repair station, which is a nice little touch by the creator. go. Can refuel. Not that I really need it, but... And then fully repaired. And as you can see, we're at the top of the massive hill climb at the sand dune. And to celebrate getting through here, we're gonna do a neutral drop roll-in. Because if you hold the gas while going down the hill, you'll get limited by how fast your vehicle can go. But if you put it in neutral, it'll go down so much faster, and you get the biggest jump you'll ever get in SnowRunner. Hey, WHD Trucking asking about the Concept XUV made by John Hot Rod. It's a beautiful mod. I haven't been able to try it out yet. I haven't really had any time to play the game at all. And I hardly use any of those mods from John Hot Rod because they use too much RAM memory on my console. But I can download it when I switch up my mods a little later and try it out and let you know what I think. Hey, what's up, Christian? Yeah, man. Hopefully that Rock Runners Mud Park map gets approved soon. I know you've been looking forward to that one. Alright, neutral. Get going. Throw it in neutral. Oh, shit, the four-wheel steering fucked me. I knew that was going to happen. The steering is so damn sensitive, especially with the four-wheel steering. See if it even has the grip to get up the damn hill. What I need to do is smoke some weed and then do this, so I'm in the right mental mindset. I have to line it up better. I have to line it up a little better so I don't have to touch the steering like at all. Alright, let's try this again. Get going. Throw it in neutral. Oh shit, a little sketchy. Oh. Yeah, that could have been way better, but the four-wheel steering and this, apparently this thing just has some really terrible grip on these tires. But we'll go ahead and leave that one there. That was anticlimactic, but it is what it is. And let's jump into another scout vehicle. I want to use that RTI's crawler. This thing is amazing. When it was first released on consoles like 2 weeks ago, it was a little rough. It was very, very, very flippy. But the creator got some feedback and then actually updated it to where it's actually very drivable now. And it doesn't flip over nearly as much. Aw. I was hoping it'd crawl up there. These crawler, or like dedicated crawler vehicles, have so little power sometimes. And they're really just designed exactly what they're made for, crawling. So they are a little bit more limited. As you can see, it's not very fast, but this thing is awesome. I'm going to take this up the same trail just so you guys can see a little bit of a difference between the two, how this thing drives compared to the HADES TTC that I was just driving. And just, again, this trail here is probably my favorite trail on the entire map, or one of them. And it's, like I said, just one I end up using for a lot of vehicles to test them against each other and see how they compare. But this is a highly, highly modified version of the TUZ 166 from the base game, and honestly, that was always one of my favorite scouts in the base game, and it's really cool to see it get this kind of love. I'd love to see a lot more vehicles from the base game and DLC get this kind of treatment, and get just a fully modified crawler version of it. Just such a cool and unique idea. I love the fact that the creator decided to take the TUZ 166 and then turn it into this. Like, it's just so cool in my opinion. It's got all the added fuel, like there's a whole bunch of fuel on the inside, and then a bunch of fuel like on the doors and on the back of the vehicle. So as long as you keep this thing on all fours and you don't damage it, you could drive this thing around for hours. And it doesn't burn a lot of fuel either. Man, that section always just gives me trouble. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, but the creator's name, I believe, is Red Bull Industries. So that's why it's RTI's TUZ 166 TTC. Alright, little technical difficulties here, but I'm gonna get this. God, getting up over this first knuckle is always a little bit of a bitch with this thing. Because it is a small vehicle in a way. Like, it's surprisingly big when you look at it next to other vehicles, but it also has a very short wheelbase, so sometimes getting over rocks and bumps. And again, like we were talking about earlier, the sheer lack of grip on any rock surface is just so silly in this game. Alright, little winch never hurt nobody. I didn't want to have to use the winch there, but apparently I had to. Ah, I knew I moved too fast. Oh no. Oh well. Let's try it on a different trail, instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. Hey, what's up, Pixel Monkey? Diesel Addict 66, what's going on, fellas? Thank you for stopping by, you creative motherfuckers. Definitely go check out the Punisher from Diesel Addict 66. Dude has an amazing old school Peterbilt. Doesn't use a lot of RAM memory, and it is very powerful. It'll get basically any job done you need. And Pixel Monkey is the mastermind behind the map that I'm currently driving on right now. One of the most talented, if not the most talented mod creator out there as far as mod maps go. Go check out all of his maps, the Desert Trail map, Badlands Original, and apparently I saw on PC he's working on a winter version of the current map I'm on right now, which I am really excited to see when it eventually gets ported over to console when he finishes it. Just the idea of this style crawler map with snow built all around it, just for added technicality and just variety of terrain, gets me really excited. Definitely go check out the mods from those fellas and give them a thumbs up and a subscribe. Like, I just get distracted by the view on these maps all the time. I just love looking around and seeing all the different trails everywhere. It's awesome. Pixel Monkey says he just needs to do a texture repack for console. Oh, snap. So that might be coming a little bit sooner rather than later. That's exciting to hear. But if you folks have not tried out his newest map, I believe it was his newest map that got released to console, was Desert Trails. And that map is just amazing. Like, it doesn't have a lot of deep mud or anything like that, but the trails are kind of like what I'm driving on now, where it's a technical, fun trail. And then there's all kinds of awesome timed contests around the map that are a good circuit style, race style timed contests. And he has a King of the Hammers style contest and a few different crawler style contests that are damn near impossible to get gold on. Like, I want to know and see video of someone getting gold on the King of the Hammers on Desert Trails. Like, it just blows my mind. The first time it took me, I think, like 15 or 16 minutes to get through it, and to get gold is like 5 minutes. Like, how the hell is anyone supposed to ever get gold is beyond my brain, but I'd love to see a video of it. I have some videos saved on my PlayStation here that I need to edit together that show those attempts on that, that I've been meaning to post. I just haven't had time to do the editing and then uploading and all that fun stuff. Our Desert Proving Grounds, that's the one. Desert Proving Grounds is the one I'm talking about. He does have another one called Desert Trails, I believe. But Desert Proving Grounds Stage 1, that's the map I was just talking about with those really fun time contests and stuff. Ooh, this little guy's going to have trouble with this spot. This is always a really tricky spot to get past, because I can't go straight up on the right here. That'd be too tall and I think flip this little vehicle. But I might be able to get up on the left here. There we go. There we go. Who's a good little Tuz? Yeah, since the update, this scout vehicle is so much better than it was before. Because before I'd get in on an angle that I'm at, like right now, and it would just flip over like a turtle. And it still does, but like it's way, way more stable. I saw in the change notes for this mod when it was updated, the creator moved the center of gravity way down. So now it is actually a lot more stable than it was when it was first released to console. That was a close call, but a little quick winch never hurt nobody. Generally, it only saves you. Fuck. I thought I had it there. Oh, shit, there we go. Sick. And here we got one of the many rock arches on this map. It's one of my favorite things about this map are all these rock arches that you can climb across if you have the time and patience to get across them. Oh no. I have a feeling this is not going to work out very well. Oh no. I knew it. This thing just doesn't quite have it for those rock arches. But I might be able to salvage this. No, no salvaging this. That's a mess. And she's down! Fuck. Yeah, this thing, it's fun, but it is definitely not one of the best crawlers out there. But it is fun. Let's go with the OG of OGs. Not this one. The FD69. This is my benchmark mod for really anything as when it comes to scout vehicles or crawling. It's been around, it's one of the oldest console mods out there, and still one of the best in my opinion. I use this for everything, just general scouting, or like for maps like this where I'm just trying to drive around and have fun. Like, it does use a good amount of RAM, but not a lot. You know, it's not crazy on the RAM usage, but Invalid Redneck really knocked it out of the park with this one. I just love everything about it. Let's try that same trail again and see if I can get back to that rock arch and redeem myself. And you can just see how this thing handles these trails compared to the vehicle I was just driving. After this, I'll jump to one of the other spots on the map where I already have vehicles set up, and we'll try another one of my favorite trails that cuts through the northern part of the map to the center of the map to a really cool plateau, or crown, I guess you could call it, right looking over the center of the map. I think you know the one I'm talking about, Pixel Monkey, if you're still hanging out in the chat there. I think you were here on one of my streams when I did that months and months ago. And then you told me a different trail to take from the top, or once I got to that point, and there was this really technical spot that just ruined my life. Just so tricky to get past. Oh yeah, I mean, just look at this thing. Such a great scout mod. One of my friends that I play co-op with actually knows the person that owns this vehicle that it was modeled after and had seen it in real life in some competitions. And it's just so cool to see real world vehicles like that get added into the game through mods. Diesel Addict saying he appreciates the shout out. Absolutely, man. I do everything I can with my Facebook page and in the Facebook groups to try and pump up you guys and try and get the word out there for these new mods that come out. And I'm actually kind of surprised at how few subscribers that the Punisher has, with it being such an awesome mod and slightly on the OP side of things. Like, it's a little bit overpowered, so I feel like people would like it, but just for some reason it only has like, I think like 9,000 subscribers or something, when it should have way more. But if anything has been proven with the console mod community is people are very Americanized and they like new and shiny stuff. It's so ridiculous sometimes that some of these amazing mods get completely overlooked just because it's not some new pickup truck, and it's not a Dodge Ram or a F350 or an OBS square body or some bullshit. Like, it's kind of crazy how the community has been just like overrun with demand, and just like you can see in the subscriber count what people really like. And yes, awesome mods are still out there, but they just don't get the same kind of love that some of the more generic and just bro style mods that are out there that just get hundreds of thousands of subscribers, compared to awesome mods like the Punisher that only has like 9,000. It's crazy, but it is what it is. It's just insane to me that we actually have over 700 mods on console now at this point. So the variety is out there, but it's just interesting to see the subscriber count to show what people are actually trying to use from day in and day out. Because we definitely have way more than enough pickups and way more than enough scout vehicles. But we also have a lot of heavy movers and big semi-trucks and all kinds of other mods. But it just seems to be a never-ending thirst from the community to get more and more scout vehicles into the game, which is kind of crazy in my opinion. But a lot of people like to do what I'm doing right now and just throw the game in, turn on a mod, go on a map, and just drive around and have fun. And then, you know, there's some people that like to play the game for, you know, the contracts and the missions and stuff like that. That's really the beautiful thing about these games, is you're able to play it any way you like. And there's no wrong way to do it either. As long as you're having fun and playing the game, that's all that matters. It just would be awesome to see some more love and recognition to the kind of mods out there that aren't just a bro style pickup. Oh yeah, so you can see the difference right there. So if you were watching earlier when I took the TUZ 166, I struggled to get through that little section right there. But this baby, the FD69 TTC, just walked up that like a cakewalk. That was awesome. Man, I haven't used this thing in a while. It's bringing back some memories. Let's try and do this rock arch again, see if I can pull that off without rolling off. See, this truck has so much more grip on the rocks. So I don't know what Invalid Redneck did with the stat ratings for this tire, but it has actual grip on the rocks, which is so nice. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, so much more grip on the rocks with this thing. Just hanging out on the Archway. I love that we have photo mode now. I spend so much time just getting into a cool spot and then be like, oh dude, this will be an awesome picture. Never ending. Especially in the Facebook groups, there's so many folks that have just been so into taking screenshots and sharing them in the group, and it's so cool to see everyone's different play style. Oh, I knew I went too fast. Ah, that was 100% my fault. I should have tried staying up high, but damn it. Oh well. Alright, let's try another one. The Truggy. Just use the Truggy. Now this thing's actually fast. It has a 1700 horsepower quote-unquote engine in it. And its tires are rated for snow and ice also. But this uses almost no RAM whatsoever, and it is a great crawler scout that you can use at really any time. Such a highly recommended mod in my opinion. Alright, looking at the chat here. Kazi Steve, can I ask a question? If you were on PS4 on SnowRunner, and how did you get the mods on it, as I haven't got turn on PS4? I am on PS4. I'm on a PS4 Pro, and I'm my console falls under the heavily limited console mod RAM usage, so I can only activate so many mods at a time. But if you want to use mods on your PlayStation 4, you go to the main menu, and then you go to the mod browser, and you scroll through the mods that you want, and when you find one you want, you hit subscribe, and it will download. And then after it finishes downloading, you go and activate that mod by turning it on. And then when you bring them into your game, you purchase them in the trailer store or the truck store and so on. Let's try going to the left here since I've gone to the right so many times. This trail is so fun on the left side here. You have options once you get up here a little bit further. You can cut left and head towards the section I was just at, or you can follow it around to the right and it'll bring you towards the trails that I was crawling at the beginning of the stream. Let's go to the right here. Actually, no, I want to go up the other trail, because that'll bring me towards the, I think if I follow it correctly, it'll bring me to the tunnel. There's a big cave tunnel that you can crawl through. So let's get turned around here, and we'll go back, and I'm going to take a different trail, because the one I'm on right now will bring me through a deep, swampy, muddy section, and I just don't, that's not exactly what I'm looking to do right now. I want to do some crawling. Yeah, because if I followed the way I was going, this section is very fun through here, but it is a deep, swampy mud section. And then it would bring me ultimately up to the top of the hill, where I went earlier, to the top of the sand dune. But where I'm going to go is I'm going to follow this trail up through here. It snakes through the hillside. Then eventually, when you get up to the top here, there's a cave that you can crawl through. So I'm going to try and get up to the cave if I can. Get some daylight on the situation, and we'll continue. Maine MudRunner, scroll up in the chat. Let me read this chat real quick. I need to start measuring. Too many projects in the mix. Yeah, I bet, Pixel Monkey. Yeah, and Diesel Addict 66 saying that he's going to do some tuning and updates in a day or two for the Punisher. That's really exciting. And it doesn't affect the RAM too much. Oh, yeah. And he's got a TTC style rig of his own coming out. Oh, that's exciting, Diesel Addict. I'm so stoked to hear that, dude. And then Pixel Monkey was saying in the chat, so I just stripped the PC textures and made a console only drop for the winter trails. Ooh, yeah, and uploading now just for me. What? Dude, that is so exciting. I cannot wait for that to get approved for console. Not sure how long it'll take, for the devs to do approval and whatnot. Yeah, that is the unfortunate part of when you upload mods for console, is the developers just, it's up to them. Like, you can upload them if you want as a creator, but once they get uploaded as a creator, you then have to wait for the developers to even approve the things. But that is super exciting, and I will do a stream immediately as soon as I can once that gets approved for consoles, Pixel Monkey. That is so exciting, man. And then Diesel Act was saying default scouts are really weak though, so I understand the hunger for varying versions. That's really well said, Diesel Addict. He has more pickups / SUVs coming. Ooh, that's exciting. As far as the Punisher sub count, doesn't really bother me. I enjoy it. See, and that's the best thing about it. And I'm the same way. Like, as long as people are using them at all, that's really what matters. I know a lot of, it's not necessarily a need, but some folks like to see, you know, subscriber counts get up higher just to show that something is really popular and, you know, kind of connecting with the fan base and whatnot. But, I mean, 10,000 subscribers across PC and console is nothing to be mad at all, and shows that it really is something that a lot of people are enjoying and liking. But then when you just you look at some of the other mods out there that get up to over 100,000 subscribers, it's like, I just feel like the Punisher really is a mod, in my opinion, that should be up on that level where it should have like 50,000 subscribers. Like, I don't know why everyone isn't using it. Like, I like it that much that I just would love to see it get more recognition in that way. But that's a really humble and very logical position to have, where just you're happy that anyone's using it and that you like it, and that's really all that matters. And that's the best thing about mods in general, is like, it doesn't matter if 2 people are using it or 100,000. The fact that it exists is all that matters, and as the creator yourself, if you're able to enjoy it and be happy with it, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Let's get going here. This part of the trail is a little bit mellow, but then it does start to get more hectic. It really does. I feel like this 2022 Truggy sounds way more aggressive than it should, but I like it. I like the sound of the engine on this one. And that it's a little bit faster, so you're able to get through areas like this a little bit easier, but then also then throw it into low gear, and it is just a fantastic crawler. There is also a Jeep version of this mod. It's called the 2022 Crawler. This is the 2022 Truggy, and the Jeep version of it is pretty cool also. I'm just not a big fan of the Jeeps, so I don't use it as often, but I will every now and then. I was going to quit out to the main menu after a little while of crawling and maybe turn on some other ones, because I do have Lime's TTC L400, which is really awesome, but it uses like 75% of my mod RAM memory that is available, so I almost never can use it. But I was thinking about, after I do a bunch of crawling with the vehicles I currently have, maybe quitting to the main menu and turning that one on, if people would be interested in seeing that thing attack TnB trails here. But yeah, if you're still watching in a little while there, Kazi Steve, I can quit out to the main menu and I'll show you exactly how to activate those mods. And I think right here is where I want to take a right. And I can start crawling up, because I need to do this trail that cuts back and forth here. And then after I get up that, that'll be right at the cave tunnel that we can crawl up. So let's see if I can get through this without falling over on my ass. So far I've crashed on every trail so far, so that's just the theme of the stream. Just push it until you roll over. go. Alright. Now right here is a real tricky section with some fun angles that you have to navigate. Oh, I don't want to go that far right. Go left, left. There we go. Alright. Now it should be fairly smooth sailing for the rest part here. Getting up around here, crawl up over here. Just try to stay away from the edges and not roll over. Oh, no. Alright, I just need to get my tire off that rock. I didn't want to try and back up because I would have definitely probably backed up off the cliff there. So just needed to pull the nose over so I could get that tire off that rock. I didn't want to mess that up being this close to the tunnel. Man, I remember the first time my buddy brought me onto this map when it was first released to console and the garage was at the top of the cliff. And then you had to climb down the massive cliffside to get to the road and then go to the rest of the map. And it was just the next level experience that I didn't know I always wanted in this game. And it really just brought this game to a whole new level. It makes everything so much more fun. Just knowing that this exists. Well, that's not the way I thought the trail went. I almost drove straight up into that ravine there. Go. Just stay safe. Yeah, because that's a long way down there. That's a long way down. Hey, what's Ghetto Pirate? What's going on? My main man, how you doing? Long time no see. Sorry I haven't been streaming very often. Hope you're doing well, Ghetto Pirate. Hope the holidays treated you well. Hope you're having a good start to your new year. Forgot about this crazy little section here. The angles, man. Like, you really are in danger of rolling your vehicle over in so many locations on this map, it's unreal. I think we're getting close to the cave tunnel, which is one of the first ones I had ever seen in the game of an actual like tunnel that you get to drive through. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Stay safe, stay safe. So close to the tunnel now. Don't roll over now, Mike. Don't roll over now. Nice, we made it. Alright, sick. So if you guys have not been to this part of this map here on TnB Trails, it's a really cool addition. And as you can see here, it's an actual cave or tunnel that you get to crawl. And showing you where it is on the map. The garage is right here. And then you climb up the trail system to right here. Oh man, I just sneezed, sorry. Didn't want to do that into the microphone. Yeah, let's climb up the cave. Oof, oh, I thought I was going to mess that up immediately. There we go, there we go. Come on, find the grip, find the grip. I think I had a little bit too much wheel spin going on there. But sometimes you need the speed to get up over the rocks where the rock surfaces just have no grip on them whatsoever. It's crazy. But this is just one of the coolest and most unique features on most mod maps you'll find. Just having an actual cave that you can crawl through. It's just so much fun. There we go. Made it. Oh, come on. There we go. Jeez. Here we go. So that's the cave crawl here on TnB Trails. And I'm going to grab another beer and we'll jump to another spot on the map where I already have some vehicles set up. And we'll do one of my other favorite trails here on this map. But thank you to anyone and everyone that stopped by the stream. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe if you've not done so already. That helps my channel out a lot. I know I don't get to stream very often, but I'm trying to do it a little bit more if I can. But yeah, the cave I just crawled through is not too far from the garage, which is right here. And then right over here is where the cave is. And I'm actually going to take a little trip to the garage and grab a couple vehicles instead of going to where I want to go right now. I want to do a rock crawl over an arch. And I'll show you how this thing works real quick. This is the Z2 Kolob Boss. It is an absolutely ridiculous mod. But it's great for moving a lot of cargo at one time. But what I use it for is not cargo. I use it for moving my scouts around. And it was recently updated to have a new functions here for the way that it loads vehicles and whatnot. Let's go ahead and put a different few different scouts on here, and then we'll go to the closest rock arch and go from there. This is how I moved the other vehicles around the map before I started the stream here, and figured I'll just do the same thing and show you guys how the sausage is made. Alright, so this crazy attachment that it has here on this Kolob, the top part goes up and down, and you can have cargo up on the top and on the bottom. But what I like to use it for is loading up a bunch of scouts, and he added a ramp on it. So it's super easy to load now. So now you got them up on here, go back into the function menu and raise it up. Then you can load a couple more on the bottom, and then if you're even so inclined, you could add another trailer behind this and pull even more vehicles. But this is one of the fastest and easiest ways I've found to move a whole bunch of scouts around on a map like this to a designated location, and then you're able to unload them real quick and then have everything set up and ready to go. So now we got 4 scouts. You can pack them and then retract the ramp, and even adjust it to bring everything down a little bit, so it's not quite as top heavy. And then you just have to try and not flip over, because of course this kind of setup will make your vehicle very top heavy. But a really effective way to move, you know, 4 scouts to a designated place you want, as long as you're driving on trails that this thing can get across. And it is a very OP style vehicle, and the steering can be very sensitive because it has front and rear steering. But this thing is an amazing, amazing tweak mod of the Kolob. It also has an auto-loading log carrier that's just insane. You can see the graphics around me turning into silly putty, just not wanting to render. Just having all these vehicles so close together on the screen at one time just makes the game start to lag and die. But we're not going too far. We're just getting to the top of this hill, and that's where I was trying to get to, so we can do some crawling and do one of my favorite archways that we can crawl over and see which one of these vehicles will be able to get over it. Yeah, Risky's TTC truck. I can definitely show you that Ghetto Pirate. I'll take that one over the trail first, or I should say I'll attempt to bring that one over the trail first. This is the archway here that I wanted to get to. So now we'll just unload these real quick. So you can extend the, they calls it a gangway, but it's the ramp. So now you need to unpack. You need to be careful to not hit the claws, because if you see the top part where the top vehicles are packed on this vehicle, the claws open up and extend outwards, so if you have cargo up there, it drops it down to the lower part for easy unloading and whatnot. But we just need to unpack the vehicles. I'm gonna raise it back up so it's out of the way, and now we just jump into the other vehicles and unload them real quick. Now we jump back into the Kolob, and we'll lower the ramp, or lower the attachment, I should say. Now we can just turn this thing off now, and just unload the other two vehicles. So yeah, you can use those platforms for both cargo and for using it for moving vehicles around, which is my preferred method of using it, but yeah, quick and easy way to move some vehicles around. So you wanted to see this one, Ghetto Pirate? Hey, what's up, Jeremy Jeremy Piskin, or Piscock, Prissock, sorry. My vision's terrible. I'm trying to read that. But yeah, right over here at the top of this waterfall is one of the coolest archways that you can try and climb over. And so we're parked here on the side of the road, and you could go up it this way from this side, but I like going the other way. So you can follow this trail right down here, and it'll bring you up along around the little like pond that's down here, and then you go up the trail that's on the other side, and then there's a fun little entrance that will bring you right up to the archway, and then you can climb over that. So I think this was the one that you wanted to see, right? The Risky's HADES TTC crawler. This is it with no body on it, so it's just the frame. So I think that's a fun look on it. But it does have 3 other body style options that you can put on it that gives you a nice variety and kind of reminds me of the Risky Powerhouse that has the different body options that you can put on it. It does have 4-wheel steering that kind of... I wish it had 2 options. I wish you had this if the mod had 2 vehicles, one with the 4-wheel steer and another one that just had front-wheel steering, because honestly I don't like any vehicles that have 4-wheel steering. Like, it's fun and all, but it's just not something that I like or prefer to have. It messes me up more than it helps. But right here you take a right, and this is the trail you want to get on, and it'll bring you right up to the Archway. It looks badass, absolutely. It's one of the most beautiful mods that's ever been made for console, for sure. It looks fantastic. I just wish it had a little bit more grip on the tires, and I wish it had maybe a different option to not have the 4-wheel steering. But it is an absolutely beautiful, absolute work of art of a mod. But it just slides around so much. Right here you want to stay more to the left and not on the right, because the right side will end up ending and you need to stay more to the left to get to the next part of the trail. It just has no grip on the rocks, which is just shameful. That doesn't inspire much confidence with this thing getting over the archway that I'm trying to bring it to anyway. God, it just slides everywhere. And part of that is from the rear wheel steering, but also it's the lack of grip on the rocks. It's just, it makes it so hard to drive. We're coming up here to the archway, and we'll try and get over it. And if it doesn't work, we got 3 other scouts we can try it with. Alright, so here we are at the archway on the other side. You can see just above my handbrake over there the other scouts sitting on this side of the map. And this is located just up the main road from the garage. So if you come out of the garage this way and then follow the tarmac road up this way, climb down the trail and around the pond, or there's a really fun way to drive down the waterfall. Maybe I'll show you that next time if I end up messing up with this. But this awesome crawling feature over this archway was one of the first things my buddy brought me to on this map. The first time I ever played it, and it is just so much fun. It really is. I can do stuff like this all day with this game. Let's take a look at this vehicle real quick. I mean, the detail on this thing is just insane. I just love it. Risky really knocked it out of the park with this one. But before we start this crawl, I'm going to crack another beer. So cheers beers to anyone in the stream. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Doesn't it look slippery, Ghetto Pirate? It looks amazing, but it's slippery as hell. You got a problem loading mods at the moment? Uh, did Santa bring me a PS5 on Christmas? No. What do you mean by problems with the mod browser not loading? Oh, there you go, Jeremy. Yeah, I saw you say that in your last thing. So you changed your name to Raw Expedition. That's pretty cool. So Ghetto Pirate, you're saying you're having problems loading mods at the moment? What console are you on, my friend? There have been common issues with mods not downloading. It's been happening since the last update that was released in mid-December. But if you let me know what platform you're on, there should be an easy fix. But yeah, I have no confidence in this truck getting up and over this with the lack of grip and the way it slides around. Yeah, well, if they all say 99 megabytes there, Raw Expedition, that's a visual glitch in the mod browser. They're not actually 99 or 999 megabytes. They are smaller than that. There are no mods that are that size. But when you actually download them, you'll see how much they actually use when they install. And Ghetto Pirate, you're on PS5, so I'll actually I'll make this easy for everyone, and I'll just quit to the main menu real quick. And I apologize for anyone that wanted me to see the rock crawl real quick, but I'm just going to show them how to do this in the mod browser. And anyone else that might be having issues in the mod browser, I'll show you real quick. This is for PlayStation only, unfortunately. But when you come into the mod browser, and if you're having an issue where you're trying to subscribe to mods and they're never downloading, if you go under More Options here in the mod browser, and you scroll down to log out, all you have to do is log out of mod.io via the console mod browser, and then log back in. You'll have to do the email verification again, and then that should clear up the issue with not being able to activate mods, or not being able to subscribe and download mods, I should say. And Raw Expedition's asking, is there a way around the internal storage for mods? No, there is not. There is no way to add more storage, and there's no way to be able to activate more mods simultaneously. Like I can show you, like currently right now I have enabled on this stream that I'm doing, I have these 9 mods activated. So I got the HADES TTC competition, the Truggy, the FD69 TTC, and the RTI TTC, that's what I was trying to show. And then I have a few tweak mods activated. And like if I was to deactivate all of them with disable all and go back to my subscribed, unfortunately you can see like I'm on the FD69 and it uses about 25% of my mod RAM memory. And the 2022 Truggy uses about half that, so it's about 10%, you know. But then there's some mods, like, let's say here, where is it? Lime's TTC 400. You can see the memory bar on this mod by itself uses over 75% of my available RAM memory, so I have to be very selective when I turn that on. But then, you know, the RTI's TTC 166 uses only like 10%. And then, you know, Risky's Prowler Buggy uses about 10%. The Risky's HADES TTC that I was just driving only uses about 25%. You got the RNG Zentos uses about 20%. The Ranger HMV uses like 10%. But then for whatever reason, Lime's TTC 400 by itself uses over 75%. It's batshit crazy. And then like the Old Betty only uses like 10%. It's crazy the difference in just these two mods. But I'll go ahead and I'm going to reactivate the mods I did have activated and get right back into the crawl I was just doing. You can see here I got the Punisher. The Punisher only uses like 10%. Absolutely amazing mod. Everyone needs to go and start subscribing to this. It only has 7,000 subscribers. Just under 7,000. Come on, people. Bump that up. Bump it up. Just double checking to make sure I still have all the mods I had on before. But yeah, Ghetto Pirate, if you go through and if you log out of your console mod browser and log back in, you should be able to get yourself set up again. Oh yeah, Lime's TTC truck is awesome. And I do want to use that. I'm going to back out here in maybe a little while after I do a little bit more crawling with the vehicles I already have made. And then I'll try and use Lime's TTC truck also. But I also have some videos saved on my console here from the TnB Desert Proving Ground Stage 1 that has the Lime's TTC 400 in its full glory. So I might hold off on that depending on how much time I have left to stream. But I'll probably be going for another hour and a half or so if I had to guess. So if you guys are stopping by for the first time, I truly appreciate anyone and everyone hanging out on the stream. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe if you're not done so already. And maybe drop a comment in the chat to see what vehicles you might like to see me use in the future. Or just say hey and what's up, and hope you guys are having a good weekend. Let me know what mods you guys are liking to use on your gameplays. Yeah, this is going to load me right back in, right on that arch. Hopefully my tires didn't sink through the ground or something stupid. But we'll be right back on that archway, and we'll see if the HADES has enough tire grip to get up and over the arch. If not, I have a couple other scouts I can try and do it with. Oh, excuse me. Beer o'clock, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Alright, so right back where we were. Truly appreciate that raw expedition. I'm not able to be on here as much as I would like to be, but I'm trying to stream more if I can, and I got a whole bunch of videos saved. I just have to edit them on my console, and then I'll be able to upload those in a little while. But we're here on TnB Trails, and I'm going to try and get over the archway here, which is located... Oh, no!